Hey, hockey fans, Greg Feltham here with you for tonight's game against the Bedford Blue team here in a very, very cold BMO Center this evening. We're all freezing. Let's look at tonight's lineup. The forwards this evening. Assistant captain number 3, Eli Peters. Assistant captain number 4, Keegan Walker. Number 7, Maddie Herart. Number 10, Caleb Riggs. Number 12, Zach Miller. Number 13, Sam Ingram. Number 15, Hudson Hall. And your captain, number 16, Logan Walker. On defense, number 2, Cannon Baisley. Number 5, Javi Earhart. Number 6, Miles Casey Tanner. Number 8, the assistant captain, Isaiah King. Number 17, Aiden O'Regan. Number 19, Thane Day. Not dressed tonight for Dartmouth. Number 9, Evan Eustis continues to be day-to-day, and we expect him back for our next game. And our goalie tonight, number 1, Josh Potty, with number 30, Oliver Feltham, backing him up. Dartmouth coming off a big 1-0 shutout win to go 4 in a row last night at the Halifax Civic Forum in a great game, a duel of the tendies last night here with some increased blood pressure by yours truly as we got through that. But tonight we're facing a different team. We're facing the Bedford Blues. Bedford is sitting pretty close to Dartmouth in the rankings here. Let's get the standings report here for you for this U15B division. The standings as seating right now, Dartmouth leapfrogging ahead into 8th spot overall, 6-6-1 on the season for 13 points. Bedford Blues biting at their heels, 5-8-3 for 13 points. Dartmouth will be facing East Hants on Sunday. We'll have that game for you somehow at RBC. We are on Wi-Fi tonight, and we will be on Wi-Fi on Sunday at RBC. But when we get back on Monday night, our rematch against those Halifax Redhawks that we had last night. So we'll see how that one goes, but we'll have that in our usual setup at RBC on Rink C. Teams gathering up here as we get ready for opening face-off. We are, as I said, here in Bedford tonight on Rink D in the BMO, or the now Greenfoot Energy Center. Obviously, Greenfoot hasn't put any new heating systems in here because there's no heat to be had. Face-off, Hall, Riggs, and Ingram to start. Baisley and O'Regan on the back end here tonight. I expect we're going to have a 5-man D based on what I'm seeing on the bench over there. Shot, and that's between the legs of Potty, 9:46. Dartmouth is down 1-0 here to Bedford Blue. Wearing the white jerseys. Dartmouth in their blues. Dartmouth going to change up some lines here. Maddie out here now with Casey Tanner, who's playing forward tonight. And Miller is quarterbacking this line. Javi on the back end with Thane Day. Dartmouth running 5D tonight with Eustis out. Last night we had Maddie and Javi on the same forward line together. Pass Maddie over to the other side. Casey Tanner can't control it. Casey Tanner in deep. Maddie now picking this up behind the net. Maddie looking for someone to pass to. Back behind Casey Tanner to Day at the point. Day shot, and that's a goal. Day finds it in. Dartmouth now tied 1-1, 9:09 left to go here in this first period. Face off here at center. Shots on net, 1-1. Teams goaltenders with a 0% here tonight so far. Both letting in on their first shots. King's shot doesn't make it to the net. Walker now trying to hold it in. King now sends it back. Keegan in the corner fighting for it. Keegan to Logan. Logan back over to Keegan. Peters over there. Keegan trying to skate back. Peters trying to skate back. He's a speedster. O'Regan with the poke check there. Logan trying to make a play on it. Bedford has a go off Logan, and then Peters gets it back to Logan. Logan coming in, shot high and wide. O'Regan holds it at the point down to Keegan. Keegan wearing the A there. On his backhand, now switch to his forehand, lose the puck. King at the point, shot save. That's Riggs now out trying to make this play. Riggs back, gets it to Logan, back to O'Regan, shot and glove save. 8:04 left. Few but faithful here tonight. And the Dartmouth fan base making the trek across the harbor. Ingram, Hall, and Riggs back. Beasley holds it at the line, sends it back in. Hall now picking up, drop back to Ingram. Ingram can't get it. Hall picks it up off the side. Hall on the boards, gets it to Ingram. Ingram back to Beasley. Beasley trying to settle it down, can't. Beasley second try to get it in. Ingram now fighting for it there on the boards, as is Hall cycling low. Riggs is going to pick this up in the corner. Nope, goes ahead. Ingram now trying to break this play up. Bedford coming out of the zone. Pass miss there. Day trying to come back and hold his man to the outside. Day now picks this off. Day around the backboards up to Riggs. Riggs is go by his skate. Hall gets it out. Hall now gets it ahead. Ingram now. One man to beat. One man in chase. And poke check there keeps it away. Riggs now trying to keep this ahead. Hall shot. That doesn't make it very far. Hall now picking it up again. Trying to get it up to someone. Day picks it up. Day has it go off a stick and high. Puck makes it to the net and saved by the Bedford goalie. 6:59 remaining in this first period. As we get ready to pack it up, pack it in here pretty early, but the backup Tendy is jumping around on the bench. Bedford now bringing it out of their zone. King try to block that. Puck's going to go down the ice. Icing should be the call here, and it is. 6:48 left. With a little bit of Seven Nation Army here now. We've got Miller out here now with that's Maddie, and Casey Tanner is going to mess with my head all night. Face off, won by Bedford. Comes back to the point. King shoots that down and deep. Casey Tanner now ahead to Maddie, or behind the net to Maddie. Maddie loses that puck. Now fighting back for it. Bedford now going to come away with this. Casey Tanner trying to fight for it and can't. King now back there hacking at that puck, trying to get it out of the Dartmouth end. Miller's there too. Puck to the blue line. Maddie backhands it ahead. Gets it to Casey Tanner, who sends it in the zone. Bedford's going to pick that off. Miller in pursuit. Maddie tries to stop that coming out. Casey Tanner sends that back forward. Casey Tanner can't corral it. Maddie now picking it up. Maddie loses that off his stick. Puck goes behind the back of the net. Miller couldn't get to it. Casey Tanner back to the blue line past Havy. And now King's going to come back for it. He's slashed to hell and no call. Bedford now brings it into the Dartmouth end. 5:45 left to go. King now looking to get this up and out. He does. Tips off a Bedford player. Maddie and Miller in pursuit. Zach Miller now trying to stop that pass and can't. Javi now out there. He gets that stick poked, or the puck poked away from him. O'Regan ahead, trying to get it to Maddie and out. O'Regan going to try a second time. Cross ice pass. That stayed onside. The fans here didn't like that call. Puck definitely out this time, though. Bedford now needs to tag up. Bedford still offside. O'Regan now in pursuit. O'Regan now with the puck behind the net. Ahead to Keegan Walker. Walker turns it over on a cross-ice pass to Peters. Baisley now chips this ahead. That was too many men that they could miss that call there, as that did hit the player on the way to the bench. O'Regan has it go by him. Icing waved off with a tip. Baisley now trying to chip this puck ahead. Peters now with this. Baisley up the boards and held at the line. Baisley now going to try it another time. Up the same boards. That's not going to work. Peters. Nope, Baisley's going to go to the other side this time. Baisley backhands it ahead to Logan Walker. Walker ahead to Peters. Keegan on the other side. Puck's just ahead Peters. He tries to shovel it down into the zone. Around the boards, and Bedford's going to break out. 4:06 left in the period. Logan trying to block that shot. Puck's going to go deep. Logan now picking this puck up. Logan Walker skating up, and Peters goes down. Blows a tire. Peters now holds it there at the blue line for Dartmouth to try to get back on side. Day trying to chip this in. Peters now sends it into Keegan. Keegan wheeling, dealing. Logan, cross-ice pass to no one. Day wasn't there to get it. Day fires that in and around the boards. Peters and Keegan peel off. Logan sending that back. Hall out here now, as is Riggs. Riggs now sending this ahead. Puck gets behind Day, and Javi. Cross-ice pass off Javi's skate. That was dangerous, but it blocked the cross-ice pass to the open side. Shot. Dartmouth trying to get this puck up and out. 3 minutes left. To the slot again, and there's Riggs. Caleb Riggs coming out with it. Riggs gets it into the Bedford zone. He's fighting for it and get it to keep going deeper. Bedford now with it behind their net. Back to Day on the point. Day, shot, tipped by Hall. That didn't get in, unfortunately. Puck comes back, cross-ice pass. Day now back deep. Hall with it around the boards and into the Bedford player. Dartmouth trying to keep to move the puck. Referee's going to blow that dead with 2:19 left. Shots so far is 2-4 in favor of Dartmouth in a 1-1 game here. Face off to the right of Potty. Face off won by Miller, back to King. King now looking to shoot it up and goes off a Bedford player down low, holding it on the boards. King fighting to get it out, as was Miller. Maddie has his stick lifted. Puck does come out. Maddie fighting again for it, and that's offside. 1:59 left to go in this first period. A 1-1 game. Both teams scoring on their first shots on goal. As the rest of us freeze here. Miller back to Maddie with the face-off win. Maddie up the wing. His puck is chipped away from him. Maddie recovers it. Looking to get it back to O'Regan at the point. O'Regan shot, and that was, I think, tipped away from Miller. Miller fighting for it in the crease there. Maddie now trying to get this puck. Maddie cycling down low. Out to the slot. No one there to tip it in. And King is backtracking, as is Miller and O'Regan. Miller's going to pick this up, send this puck back to neutral ice. Maddie now Hacks that puck away. Maddie looking for some help, but Dartmouth is changing. Casey Tanner's in deep. Keegan Walker's in there as well. Casey Tanner. Baisley holds it in. Keegan Walker to the point today. Bedford's getting a tripping call here with 1 minute of play. 59.4 seconds left in the period. And the Bedford player is going to go sit for 2 or less. That's number 9, Waugh, it looks like. Face off 1, Day shot high. Puck to the blue line. Baisley now with it, and I forgot to start the clock again. Apologies, clock's going to be out of sync here for a moment. Baisley now to Day. Day shot save. 42 seconds left in the period. Baisley holding it back in. Bad bounce off the boards. Peters now gets it back to Miller. That's Walker, Logan Walker. Baisley from the point. Trying to get it to Keegan Walker, who just missed the side of the net. Logan Walker back to the point to Baisley. Baisley just has it go off his stick. Bedford's going to ice it. 18 seconds left. Dartmouth now looking to pick this up. Up the boards, picked off. Bedford going to try a shorthanded attempt. 6 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it for period number 1 here as we reset for our second period. Shots on goal in the first period. 6 for Dartmouth, 2 for Bedford. Yeah, Alexander Waugh with the tripping call with 59 seconds left in the first period. Bedford's first goal, scored by number 4, James Scheimeister, assisted by number 19, Hayden Landry, and number 11, Elena Doucette. Time of that one was 9:46. Dartmouth comes back shortly thereafter, scored by number 19, Thane Day, assisted by number 6, Miles Casey Tanner, and number 5, Javi Gerart. Time of that goal, 9:09 remaining in that first period. And Dartmouth is going to have 1 minute and 1 second left in the power play for this second period. Potty returning to his net. Going to start the period with Hall, Ingram, and Riggs. With King and Javi on the backside, Bedford wins the faceoff and ices this puck. Bedford first back to it. Javi and Riggs there. Hall gets this puck up. Ingram couldn't get it. King now going to try to forward this ahead to Ingram. Bedford first to it again. Ingram now fighting for it there at the timekeeper's box. Puck comes down. King in pursuit. King now looking for some room. Javi very lucky didn't get an interference call there. Dartmouth trying to make something of the last 17 seconds of this power play, but it ain't happening. King now picking this puck up. Ingram calling for the puck. Puck's wide of Ingram. Bedford's going to send this puck up. Hall going to come in. 2 seconds left on the power play. Drop back to Ingram. Shot. Doesn't make it all the way. Javi, shot, save. Bedford now trying to clear this puck out. Bedford now able to clear it out of their zone. Hall picks that pass off. Hall now trying to send this in. Bedford's going to ice this puck. With 8:31 left to go here in this second frame. Shots now on goal 7-2 in Dartmouth's favor. Face off one by Miller. Back to O'Regan. O'Regan looking for Baisley. Baisley with the line. but right into the breadbasket of the Bedford goalie. In goal tonight for Bedford is number 31, Owen McCormick. Face off now to the right of McCormick. Back to the blue line. O'Regan trying to get it back to the slot to Maddie. O'Regan going to pick it up again, fire it in. Casey Tanner and Maddie fighting for it. Miller around the boards to Baisley. Baisley falters there for a second. They're able to hold it in. No, they're not. Linesman says, no, you're offside. Casey Tanner loses his stick there as the two players kind of tussle. Dartmouth now trying to get this out from Miller and can't. O'Regan now looking to get this puck up and out. That's not happening. Miller has to go off him. Baisley now has that over his stick. Fans on it. Baisley passes it up to the line and out. Miller now in pursuit. Puck's just past Miller. Casey Tanner tries to get it. Casey Tanner muscles it. Dartmouth takes possession. O'Regan now looking to fire this up ahead. Get it to Maddie and can't. O'Regan returning to his normal side of the ice. Puck comes in with an aggressive play there by the Bedford player. Baisley now trying to make the play. Baisley fighting for it and getting it on his side of the ice. Dartmouth sends this puck up and out and down the length of the ice. Icing gonna be called as that thing took forever to get there. Dartmouth will take a change here. Havy and Day out here now with Keegan, Logan, and Peters. Face off won by Dartmouth. Keegan now going. Keegan through the legs of the Bedford player, picking up his own pass on the backhand just high. Peters down first to the puck. Peters now in the corner, looking for some support. Puck comes up and out. Day gonna fire that back in as Dartmouth tags up. Peters now looking to pick off a pass. Havy does. Shot in. Save, rebound, and cover. 6:25 left. Dartmouth and Bedford here. Still the 1-1 game. Shots now 8-2 in Dartmouth's favor. Peters loses that face-off. But Havy with the shot from the point, and that goes off a player. Logan now on his backhand out to the slot. No one wasn't able to get it to anyone. Bedford picked that off. Bedford now trying to clear his puck up and out. Day uses his shin to hold that in along that boards. Referee calling for the puck to be moved. Puck's not moving yet. Oh, it's loose now. Dartmouth coming away with it. Logan, shot off the post. Logan. Day now from the point. Shot and glove. McCormick holding court there and pulls that down quick. Face off to the left of McCormick now. Hall, Riggs, and Ingram on the far side. Puck comes back to O'Regan on the point. O'Regan sends that back. Riggs trying to get to the puck. O'Regan now on the near side here. Cross ice pass. King now going to pick this off. King trying to get it ahead to Ingram. Bedford now trying to get this puck up and out. O'Regan, cross ice pass. The King. King is outworked for it. Shot wide. King tried to hold it there, but puck picked off his stick. O'Regan now looking for it. O'Regan gets it past Ingram, but that's not going to work. Bedford now buzzing, trying to get this puck out into the slot. Bedford all over this. Dartmouth is struggling to get this puck out of their zone. Bedford out to the slot again, open wide, and diving play there by King to break that up. King may have missed his calling as a goalie. O'Regan now gonna backhand this ahead to Riggs. Riggs, cross-ice pass to Ingram. Ingram on his backhand, shoots and covered. And then players go down there, including Riggs. After a little slash there in the back of the leg from the goalie, I saw. 4:30 left. Referee's going to let it go, though. No, he's not. He's sending them both. No, he's sending Riggs off. And Coach Jeff is having a conversation with the referee there. Not happy with that call. And the Bedford team rightly calling for the face-off to move down to the other end of the ice, which is fair. I understand. Well, let's see what the penalty has actually been called for. Face-off. And Bedford controlling it in deep there. Through the blue ice. Cross ice there now. Miller trying to make the save there. Maddie sends that down the ice. They're giving Riggs an unsportsmanlike call, I'm guessing for digging for the puck after the whistle. Bedford now offside. They're tagging up. Bedford now cycling low. Day trying to get this. Day around the boards. Nice bounce off the boards. Maddie tries to send that out and just can't. Shot wide. Puck coming around. One of the Bedford players without a stick, and they went to the bench. That's wide of the net. That's Baisley up the ice, and that's going to make the end of the other rink. 37 seconds left. Maddie's going off. Dartmouth sending everyone off besides Miller. Miller's going to stay out there. Keegan gets tripped down, and that's going to be a call. He's going to try to get it himself. 2:53. Just a single trip call there. So the penalty here is 23 seconds left on Riggs on sportsmanlike. Number 7 on Bedford, picking up the 2 minutes here for the trip. That would be Ben Tiller. It's going to sit for 2 or less. Face off one by Dartmouth. Cross ice pass. Havy now. On 4-on-4. Shot. Walker. Logan. That's saved. 12 seconds left in the penalty. To Riggs. Walker now trying to fight hard for it. Walker trying to get it to Keegan. 1:37 left. Riggs is out. And Peters is out with him now in replace for the extra man. King now with it down low. King looking at this puck to Logan. Logan sends that in. King now got to hold it here for Logan to get back on side. King now ahead to Logan. Logan backhands it to Peters and Keegan. Shot. Goal. Keegan picks that off. 1:53 remaining on the power play. Keegan Walker putting Dartmouth ahead 2-1. We'll get the official score from that in a moment. Face off here below us. That's O'Regan sending that puck in. O'Regan has to go off his skate there. Going to try it again, trying to get it to Hall. Bedford tags up. Puck goes behind O'Regan's stick there. Bedford's coming back for it. Bedford now. And Dartmouth. Riggs sent the length of the ice, but on net, so no icing there. Dartmouth's second goal, Keegan Walker, assisted by Eli Peters and Logan Walker. 1:53 remaining in the period on the power play. Ingram now to Hall. Hall on his backhand. Hall coming in the zone, trying to get it on net. Riggs now trying to get there for it first. Ingram in the corner. Hall now out front. Bad bounce there off the goalie's stick for a moment, but he recovers. McCormick recovers there. And 50.6 seconds remaining in this second period. Dartmouth now ahead in the shots 13-3. Face off. Won by Bedford there. I think maybe Miller got it. Dartmouth down low. Day around the boards. Day gets tripped down. Shot. Potty with the save. 34 seconds even left. And I'm sure that the backup goalie now is looking at the board, seeing the 34 seconds even, and is pretty happy. Miller, scramble draw, Dartmouth controlling. Day ahead, Casey Tanner. Casey Tanner gets to Miller. Miller up through center and sent back. Bedford now coming in. Tiller. And Day now up the boards and out. 14 seconds left. Miller in pursuit. Maddie in pursuit. Casey Tanner back there. Casey Tanner blocks that, almost gets it on net, and that's going to do it for period number 2 as the Bedford team ices this puck just to end the period. And now, 10 more minutes. Shots on goal now through 2 periods. 13-4 for Dartmouth. And thanks for all of you out there watching us tonight. I'm very happy that we're able to bring this game here to you. Hopefully the feed is okay. We are on Wi-Fi here, not our preferred method. Last night we were able to wire in at the Civic Center, so we were able to get a good stream there. So hopefully this one is okay for you guys as well. I know that we are losing our feeling in our extremities right now here in the BMO Center. And Potty is ready. McCormick is ready. And face off now here. And it's held at center ice. Bedford now. Dartmouth coming away with it. That's Keegan Walker. Shot and save. With McCormick there. 9:49 left to go here in this second period. Face off now to the left of the Bedford goalie. Walker, Keegan trying to get it. Peters trying to get it. Logan now in the corner fighting for that puck. Puck's off the wall. Logan now trying to get this puck either in deep or to the blue line. Held. Dartmouth sends it back in deep. Keegan now in pursuit. Keegan now fighting for it behind the net. To Bedford. Oh, now we've got Peters into support. Okay, thank you for the text there to let me know that feed is coming in okay. Appreciate it. 19, that's Day ahead to Peters. Dartmouth stays onside. Keegan, and Peters holds it back onside. Bedford now trying to get this puck up out. Havy loses that puck there, right? It's just stuck right in the snow there in front of the Bedford bench. Logan now using his feet to hold it in. And Dartmouth now still trying to send it in. Puck gets behind Logan. Day sends that back. And that was a bad offside call there because Eli did get back to the blue line. No? It looked like he got back there in time. Oh, okay. I was like, oh. 8:41 left. Ingram now using his stick to try to hold that. Bedford pursuing. Bedford now through center. Passing into the Dartmouth end. Shot behind Potty. King now with it in the corner. I think that's Hall down there too, based on the hair it is. Shot, save Potty. King now trying to make a play on it. Point shot blocked by King. King ahead to Ingram. Ingram and Riggs try to stay onside. They do. Riggs now looking for someone. Riggs gets sent down, and that's going to be a penalty. Dartmouth going back to the power play here. 7:56 remaining in the third period. 2 minutes for the trip. Maddie out here with Miller and Casey Tanner. King and O'Regan on the back end. Face off, one by Miller, back to King. King with the shot, saving a cover. And we've got 3 seconds tick off the clock. Shots 15-5 Dartmouth so far in this third period, or through the game, I guess, I should say. Face off, one by Dartmouth again. Casey Tanner back to the blue line to O'Regan. O'Regan tees off. Shot just missed the far post. King on the other side. O'Regan has got a bullet there. Walker trying to get it out front to Maddie. That was dangerous there. Casey Tanner now trying to hold it in and can't, but he's got it at center. Gets it back to O'Regan. O'Regan ahead, trying to get it to Miller. Bedford intercepts. Bedford now coming into the Dartmouth end. King blocks that, and King is going to go the other way. King pushed that a little too far, doesn't really have control. King gets hauled down, no call. He goes into the boards awkwardly. He's okay and back up. Maddie now in. Maddie goes down. That's going to go the length of the ice. And icing waved off. Oh, they're on power play. I was like, why is icing waved off in the last minute? Thank you. They're on the penalty kill, of course. Oh my. It's been that kind of day, folks. Miller now with it. But I mean, it was waved off the last second. That's what I didn't understand. Maddie now in. And Maddie drawing the penalty here. Bedford going to the box again. Dartmouth is going to get a 5-on-3 for 36 seconds. So we've got Keegan, Logan, and Peters. And Day and Baisley on the back end here. Face off, one by Bedford. Keegan and Logan back there. Logan with his big stick. Day couldn't hold it at the line. Day's going to fire it in. Logan tags up. Keegan tags up. Bedford in there. They're going to fire it deep. Of course, power play here for Dartmouth, so there's no icing called. Day now turns it over, shot out to the side of the net, and Potty's going to cover up there. 6:04 left to go. Bedford with 8 seconds left in the first penalty, 1:32 left in the second penalty. Face-off won by Dartmouth. I think. I don't know. Dartmouth now coming away with the puck out of the zone. Tavi, shot, save. McCormick falls backwards, but it stays out. That's the important thing. 5:47. Face off to the right. McCormick. Dartmouth now. Peters wins that face-off, gets it to Havy. Havy loses that puck. King now trying to get this puck sent in. Bedford now sends it in. Last minute of Bedford's penalty. That's King ahead to Keegan, to Logan. Logan now loses it off his stick, turns it over. He was trying to drop it back to Peters. Keegan now with it. Keegan skating, trying to get it to Peters in the slot. Too far in for King. King couldn't get it. Havy now looking to make a play. Cross ice pass. Dumps it in. Peters going to be first into it. Peters now back. Puck comes out. Penalty almost over. 25 seconds. That's O'Regan ahead to Logan. Logan shot goes off a stick. Bounce off the boards into the mesh. Dartmouth trying to get a shot off there. Peters. Keegan trying to tap it in and can't. Keegan goes down. Bedford's going to ice this puck. 6 seconds left in the power play for Dartmouth, and O'Regan's back. Bedford kills off 2 penalties here, including a 5-on-3 for Dartmouth. Great job by the Bedford team. Cannon Baisley blocks that shot from going into the Bedford zone. Baisley ahead to Ingram. Ingram sends it in and turns back. Hall now trying to get this. Riggs is offside as Hall had not retreated out of the zone. 4:11 left in this game. Dartmouth ahead 2-1. Shots on goal 17-5 at this point. Hall, Ingram, and Riggs. Baisley and O'Regan out here now. Face off 1. Hall now trying to pick it up off the empty side. Ingram. Riggs has to go off his skate and stay in the zone for a minute. O'Regan back now for it. O'Regan, cross ice pass to Baisley. Baisley chips this puck ahead to Riggs. Riggs now, and Hall, they stay onside. Riggs now goes, Hall goes in for it. Riggs now picking it up. Riggs out front, couldn't get it to Ingram. Shot from O'Regan, shot and glove save. Holy crap, I don't know how McCormick saw that one, but dang, he did, and he pulled that down. Like it was no one's business. Beautiful save. Face off now. Miller, I think, out there to take this draw. Miller, back to Day. Day with the shot off a Bedford player. Maddie now trying to fight for it. Puck comes back. And puck comes out. Havy's got to get back for it. Bedford's got a player playing high. Day now. Cross ice pass here to Maddie. Maddie lifts this puck ahead and out. Casey Tanner trying to make the play here. Miller picks it up. Dartmouth stays onside. Miller shot, save, and cover. McCormick is holding Bedford into this game with every nail he can. Hanging on. Miller taking this face off. Bedford wins it. Bedford now cycling low along the boards. Havy holds that in. Day holds that Day couldn't hold it in, sends it back in, and Javi touches up, or Maddie touches up there. Sorry, and we've got an offside. Face off here just below us with 2:56 left to go in this one. Miller loses that face off. Bedford controlling. Javi over there trying to fight for that puck. And Dartmouth going to take a penalty for the hook. .241 remaining. Bedford now going on the power play. Shots 19-5 in Dartmouth's favor. Walker with King and O'Regan. Face off won by Bedford. To the point, shot blocked in the slot. King there trying to get this puck ahead to Keegan. Keegan up the boards, held. Logan sends it up and out. Stopped at center by Teller. Has a jump over a stick that goes into the Bedford end. Keegan now trying to send it back a second time. Held. Keegan using his body to hold it on the boards there and try to get it ahead. Held at the timekeeper's box. Clock running. Tick, tick, tick. Bedford manages to get the puck up and trying to send it into the zone. Logan tries to send it ahead. Dartmouth now has King send it up. Keegan now causing chaos in center. As is Logan. Keegan lifts it back to center again. Keegan and his player go down. No call there. Both players seem to be okay. It's an accidental layout for both of them there. One weave when they should have bobbed. Bedford now coming the other way. And that's going to be offside. Let's say the Dartmouth bench there was not happy with the call initially. The linesperson, I should say, caught it and fixed it. 1:33 remaining, 52 seconds left in the penalty for I can't remember which one is in the bench. I think it's Javi. Day now trying to fire this up, goes off. I think a helmet. Oh, Beasley's got to stop that in front of the net. Puck to the blue line. Shot blocked by Miller. Miller trying to chuck this ahead and can't. Get it out of the zone. Day now fighting for it below the net. As is Beasley. Beasley trying to find room to shoot it down the ice, and he does. Last minute of play in this game. Peters now trying to get low. Dartmouth playing 3 in the slot. Peters back and lifts that back into the corner. Puck around the other side. Miller is there trying to hold it. Bedford now coming back the other way. Penalty over. Dartmouth back to full strength. Bedford now has their goalie pulled. Dartmouth gets the puck up and out. Ingram now trying to get to it. Dartmouth can't get it. Up the boards, 20 seconds. Miller through center. That's good. That was at the red line. I'm not sure why we called that icing, but all right. That's what we call one of those international icings. That may have been a horsehair before center. I'm not sure. 18.8 seconds left. Dartmouth. Face off, won by Bedford. Shot blocked by Riggs. Nice job. Bedford cycling low, trying to get it out front. 10 seconds left. O'Regan up to the blue line. Shot blocked by Hall. 4 seconds. That's going to go the length of the ice. 1-0, and time will expire. Dartmouth pulling out a 2-1 win here with shots 19-5 to finish this one. I think Bedford may have gotten one off there at the end that didn't get a count up on the board. But a great game here tonight for both teams. But that's it. We're now getting a little break. We'll be back on Sunday with a game at 10:15 on Rink D. If you're in the RBC Center in Dartmouth, you want to come by, we're glad to see you there. Otherwise, we will be back here on Sunday and Monday night for our 9:15 p.m. game. But until then, this is Greg Feltham and Stephanie signing off on behalf of the U15B team and the coaches on bench tonight. Coach Jeff, of course, with his assistants Lloyd, Greg, Len, and Jody. We'll see you on Sunday. Oh, mute first.